And studio right now, Cindy Chan Phillips, who, listen, what did you brought in some really nice stuff here, including and it's National Nutrition Health.
Happy National Nutrition Month. You know, I love this year's theme. This year's theme is enjoy, savor the flavor of eating right.
Well, I'm going to tell you that I probably don't look it, but for the last 2 weeks, I think I'm improving. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, it sounds very positive. Huh?
I'm using last night I got into some black tortilla chips with hummus last night. But that is the only bad thing I did yesterday.
Well, let's get the bad and good notion out
How
of our
bad
mind.
is that? Is the hummus bad?
Hummus is very low fat, and it is it's very rich in protein.
It'd be better if I was eating it with like celery or something, but
no. Here's the thing about this: is we have to enjoy the flavor of the
that's
food
what I
that
did.
we eat every day, and that is why the theme is so important. Savor the flavor of eating right, and then the flavor can be. It's more important to include the flavor that you like.
I am done with this ridiculousness. I'm just telling you. I hope for now. I say that. I hope I am really done. But yesterday I had 2 eggs. I don't care. I'm eating eggs. Now, I'm not doing this stupid egg white thing anymore. I'm eating eggs. And then I had meat. But what I'm doing is trying to eat leaner stuff. And I'm using this Fitness Pal.
Excellent.
And I'm logging what I eat, and I'm keeping track of the calories. And I'm under 2,000 every day.
Excellent. Let me ask you, and again, the number of calories is not the most important thing. Are you enjoying the flavor of your eggs? Of your meat?
Well, I would like more bread, to be honest with you. I didn't have any bread, but I'm not using ketchup because ketchup. I love ketchup, but ketchup's supposed to have a lot of sugar in it, so I put hot sauce on.
Well, I'm glad you bring up sugar because the guidelines is to advise us to really cut down on added sugar. So the goodie bag that I bought for you to celebrate National Nutrition Month, they are very, very low in added sugar. And this is more about flavor, too. So I brought you the plain Greek yogurt. So instead of getting you the kind of yogurt with a lot of loaded added sugar, so how about you flavor your yogurt with maybe the grapes in the bag, or maybe with the banana in the back. So you kind of mix your own
Cheerios
flavor.
And bananas and skim milk. I've been doing that.
Right.
I'd like to have something in there to sweeten it up, but I'm trying to stay away from the sugar. Although I'm really on this coffee kick. This Death Wish coffee is probably the greatest stuff I've ever had in my life. When I'm tired, all of a sudden I'm ready to run a marathon.
Well, speaking of coffee, you are going to love the brand new herbs seasoning that New York Beef Council is coming out.
Oh.
And that's called Urban Cowboy seasoning.
You put it in coffee?
Coffee and cocoa
Really?
powder.
Oh.
And we are going to feature that at the Hot Run Walk Expo tomorrow at Utica College. So
we'll be there for that.
Please come. It's completely salt-free, very, very heart healthy. And at the same time, I will be including the attendees to experience what it's like to enjoy flavorful and nutritious food by doing 2 cooking demonstrations at 1 o'clock and at 6 p.m. So please join me, and I'll give away food sampling as well.
And she's really good. If you get a chance to see this, you have to do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I finished off my cheese stick here. I wanted to ask you talked about taste.
Cheese is okay?
That was very good. Yeah, I've always been hesitant because I'll see some places you'll find that it's listed as a good snack. So when I'm at the grocery store, I'll be like, I get the cheese sticks, maybe not. I try to go for something healthier like a yogurt. But you're saying cheese sticks are okay. What is it? Protein,
Absolutely.
low fat?
It is. You can choose low-fat cheese sticks. It's a very satisfying high-protein snack. And what happens is when you include more protein in your snacks, you feel more satisfied, more full. And that makes the sugary donut less attractive to you. That's the whole point. When you are enjoying the whole egg and the lean meat, majority of the cuts of beef cuts in the market are lean, less than 10 grams of fat. And no matter what cut you enjoy, beef is a perfect example of lean protein, flavorful and nutritious.
Well, and that's why I like this app, this Fitness Pal, because if you take the time to put the stuff in, there's a barcode thing too. It'll scan the barcode. It gives you all the fat content. It gives you all the calories.
Right.
And it has it all there. And you just keep track, and you keep your fat level down low enough, sugar level down low enough, and the calorie
I would
level
recommend
down.
that you really watch your sugar level, really watch your refined carbohydrates
That's
amount
the big problem.
in the day, and then see how you feel.
This is, I saw it on the news the other night. There's a big craze on this. Beef jerky is a great alternative. Instead of going for a donut, grab a piece of beef jerky.
And it gives you something nice to chew. Yeah. And it is high-quality protein. You get 8 grams of high-quality protein per serving. And you can find low-sodium version, too. I really look for the low-sodium on the rack today. Yeah. But there are actually packages that says low-sodium, so go for that.
Okay. Anybody else? Any questions?
Well, I'll just throw this in, too. When I was, boy, it seems like years ago now, I was doing this whole fitness kick there, and I've got to get back on the wagon. But I had done my fitness pal, and it tracks and it breaks down all the things in your goals. But I kept going over my carbs because I was eating like 3 bananas a day. Something I didn't realize was how many carbs are in bananas. Mm-hmm. Are carbs something that you tell people to keep an eye on, and how does that impact?
Well, I'm going to say that keep an eye on the easily digestible carbs. That will be your beverage, your soda, even latte. The added sugar, that's number one, easy to watch. And other thing would be pasta and bread. That's, easily digestible, starchy carbohydrates. Now, the carbohydrates in fruits are full of fiber. So that's also complex carbohydrates as well. Okay. But I'm not going to lump them in one category. So fruits are great, but bread, pasta, and particularly added sugar. Sugar is added in a lot of processed food, and that's something we need to watch.
And even these little bars, sometimes I'll bring in a bar or one of these things. You got to watch the sugar level.
You will be surprised. Yeah. You'll be surprised, gram for gram protein, that some protein bars can be very high in calories and also high in dollars as well.
Yeah, and sugar.
That's
the
read the nutrition label.
That Belvita thing, really, the sugar's really high.
And therefore, the new nutrition label revision will call out the added sugar as a separate number.
All right, so tomorrow, 1 o'clock, and what?
And 6 p.m. Please join me.
That'll be over at Utica College. Cindy Chan Phillips from the Beef Council. Warmer weather is that. Thank you for coming in, and thanks for the goodie bag here. Warmer weather definitely coming. New York Sash knows, and they're ready because they have a big sale going on right now. It's 20% off before spring. 20% off your New York Sash project. 20% off windows, doors, siding, and bath remodels. It's been a crazy winter. It'll be in the 60s next week. So this should remind you. Let's get these projects going again. Windows, doors, siding, and bath remodels right now. 20% off if you do it before March 20th. Call them before March 20th at New York Sash, 624-7344. Go on their website at newyorksash.com or visit their showroom on Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro. 20% off windows, doors, siding, and bath remodels right now at New York Sash before the 20th of March. NewYorkSash.com, and then, of course, Oriskany Boulevard and Whitesboro. That's it. Enjoy your day. Back here tomorrow. Glenn Beck is next after news. WIBX Utica Rome. It's 9 o'clock.